So I was playing this game the other day, and I'm playing white, so my opponent plays Sicilian. So he plays this variation with queen to c7. I castle e5. Not really a good move because it loses the control of the square d5 forever. But anyway, I go on with c3. I want to hit with d4. He plays knight f6, which is not a good move because he's targeting a pawn. But I don't care about that pawn because if he does come to e4 and I get to open the files in one way or another, this knight will be in trouble. Anyway, I play d4. Take, and now e5. He moves the knight to e4, not a good move. Now here I should have played rook e1. That's definitely the best move. Develops a piece, puts the rook on the same file of the opponent king. But I made a mistake. First I removed this knight. He takes back, and I just wanted to take this pawn. And now here we're equal, so I lost my advantage. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make for this video is, here I played another mistake. I just wanted to get rid of that bishop so I could take the knight. But I'm breaking the principle of moving the same piece twice during the development. I should have played knight d2. But anyway, here black is slightly better than white. However, the point of the video is, after b5, here I can play queen e2. He took the queen, and now here he is pinning his own knight. Now obviously I can't attack the knight with the pawn in f because the bishop is pinning it. But what I'm going to do is simply remove this bishop and now play knight to c3 and win a piece. And that's where I was wrong. So remember this pattern. When you're in a similar position, the opponent has the dark side bishop attacking the f pawn, there's a lot of pressure on f2, you have to be careful. Knight to c3 doesn't do something that knight to d2 would have done. Now think about it for a second. What difference does it really make? I didn't think about that. Because if you play knight c3, what stops you from winning a piece? My opponent went on to castle and I took the piece and I went on to win the game easily. However, my opponent here could have castled longside, and now if I do take the piece, he has this check. The thing is that because my knight is in c3 rather than d2, the file for the rook is now open. Now I have to move the king, and I'm complicating my own life, even though the position is still evaluated plus 1.7, so that means it's still leaning towards white. This is not something you wanna do. You lose quite a bit of your advantage. Here you can't really take the bishop because of rook check. You can't go back with the rook because then you get checkmated. If you take the rook with the knight, then the queen takes the queen, and the game is still playable. Crazy enough, position evaluated plus 1. But I wouldn't really want to go through this when I know that I got better. So in this position, it looks like knight c3 or knight d2 both win a piece, but one of them does it much better. Knight to d2, and now if my opponent castles, I can take. He does not have the open file and no tactic.